is coming. See the lighting part the skies. It's too late to run. There's terror in your eyes. What you do then is remember this old thing you heard me say. Is the storm not you? It's bound to go away. Hold on, the night will soon be mine. Hold on, don't even ask how long or why. Child, hold on to what you know is true. Hold on till you get through. Child, oh child, hold on. When you fear your heart is pounding, fear the devil's at your door. There's no place to hide, you're frozen to the floor. What you do then is force yourself to wake up and you say, it's this dream, not me, it's bound to go away. Hold on, the night will soon be by. Hold on, until there's nothing left to try. Child, hold on, there's angels on their way. Hold on and hear them say, child, oh child. And it doesn't even matter if the danger or the doom come from up above or down below, or just come flying at you from across the room. When you see a man who's raging and he's jealous and he fears that you walk through walls he's hid behind for years, what you do then, just tell yourself and wait it out and say, it's a day, not you, that's bound to go away. Child, hold on. It's the day, not you, that's bound to go away.
All right, we have Olive Mira reciting for the 8th grade.
September 1918 by Amy Lowell. This afternoon was the color of water falling through sunlight. The trees glittered with the trembling of leaves. The sidewalk stone shone like alleys of dropped maple leaves, and the houses ran along them laughing out of square, open windows. Under a tree in the park, 2 little boys, lying flat on their faces, were carefully gathering red berries to put in a pasteboard box. Someday there will be no war, and I shall take out this afternoon and turn it in my fingers and remark the sweet taste of it upon my palate and note the crisp variety of its flights of leaves. Today, I can only gather it and put it in my lunchbox, for I have time for nothing but the endeavor to balance myself upon a broken world.
Well done, Olive. Everybody is clapping in their place with their audio off. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 2021 Poetry Out Loud, a new twist on an old and much loved tradition as we come to you virtually. We are very proud of the 6 participants and the 150 participants that came before them, all of whom also learned a poem. So these 6 brilliant kiddos have been punished and asked to learn a second poem. So we will hear 2 from each of them. We'll start with the 7th grade doing 1 poem up through 12th, and then go back to 7th grade up through 12th doing their second poem. We're very proud of the 6 of you, very pleased with both your effort and your performance, and we can't wait to see what you do. We'll start this morning with 7th grade.
Good morning. I'm Olive, class of 2025. The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. The tide rises, the tide falls, the twilight darkens, the curlew calls. Along the sea sands, damp and brown, the traveler hastens toward the town. And the tide rises, the tide falls. Darkness settles on roofs and walls, but the sea in the darkness calls. The little waves with their soft white hands efface the footprints in the sands. And the tide rises, the tide falls. The morning breaks, the steeds in their stalls stamp and neigh as the hostler calls. The day returns, but never more returns the traveler to the shore. And the tide rises, the tide falls. September 1918 by Amy Lowell. This afternoon was the color of water falling through sunlight. The trees glittered with the trembling of leaves. The sidewalk stones shone like alleys of dropped maple leaves, and the houses ran along them laughing out of square, open windows. Under a tree in the park, 2 little boys, lying flat on their faces, were carefully gathering red berries to put in a pasteboard box. Someday there will be no war, and I shall take out this afternoon and turn it in my fingers and remark the sweet taste of it upon my palate and note the crisp variety of its flights of leaves. Today, I can only gather it and put it in my lunchbox, for I have time for nothing but the endeavor to balance myself upon a broken world.
Hello, and welcome to Crossroads Annual Award Night. Award Night is really important to our community because it gives us an opportunity to acknowledge those students who are exemplars of our program. And we are excited to gather this evening to celebrate those students. I've said to students frequently at announcements that in times like these, and there's so much to fill in for times like these, our gathering together, our supporting one another, our acknowledging one's work is really essential to our sense of belonging and our sense of connectedness. So I hope wherever you are watching this or with whomever you are watching this, you applaud really loudly for students we are acknowledging today. So in Crossroads style, we are following the leadership of our students in terms of how they wanted their images or their pictures on these slides. So some will be selfies and some will be drawn portraits and some will be pictures that you recognize. But I am excited for you to see those, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I have as we present this evening. Times like this are really important because they put a pin and they begin in the end of the year and they begin our culminating event as we move toward graduation.
Thank you, Jad. The arts in middle school are about exploring new forms of self-expression and taking one's passions to the next level. They're about developing both creative and analytical problem-solving skills. They're about taking risks and learning how to become vulnerable. And they are about finding one's unique voice. These two students have set the bar pretty high in regards to these pursuits. Congratulations, Zoe Gannon and Olive Mira.
That way. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Lawrence, and we're going to talk about the middle school show.
All right, y'all. So our last show of the season was the middle school show, A Lonely Boy's Guide to Survival and Werewolves. So let's get our stage manager up here, Ethan McDaniel, come on up to talk a little bit about the show. Come on up, Ethan.
Hello, I'm Ethan McDaniel, and I stage manage the middle school show, A Lonely Boy's Guide to Survival and Werewolves. This coming-of-age story took audiences back in time to 1954, telling the story of young Skipper McCready, a new Badger Scout with a big imagination and even bigger heart. Skipper and his friends are trying to solve the mystery of his missing dog, Lucky, when a new next-door neighbor, Jonathan Van, starts to fill Skipper's imagination with stories of his monster-hunting dad, convincing Skipper that their grumpy old neighbor is a werewolf that must have eaten Lucky. As the boys' new friendship buds, it soon becomes clear that Jonathan's stories aren't fully truthful, and he isn't the only one not telling Skipper the full truth. This surprisingly heartwarming show teaches audience about friendship, truth, grief, and hope, all themes that are especially relevant during this challenging time. With actors performing the show as a classical radio play, complete with live Foley sound effects, this show was rehearsed entirely online before being staged, teched, and filmed in only 6 days. What an incredible accomplishment for our young actors. We would now like to recognize everyone in attendance that participated in A Lonely Boy's Guide to Survival. On stage or off.
Thank you, Ethan. All right, so let's get the awards flowing for our middle schoolers. The first award goes out to our best actor, who unfortunately isn't with us in person this evening. He was on stage speaking in the scenes for the entire show, and this was his first time in a leading role, and he just totally knocked it out of the park. So best actor, we'd like to recognize Charlie Caruso. Great job, Charlie. For Best Actress, this award also goes to a student who was playing one of her first leading roles here at Chaminade. She brought such energy and such fun personality to this performance and was a great student to have both on stage and off. So Best Actress goes to Miss Audrey Strohmeyer. Great job, Audrey. Come on up. Best Supporting Actor goes to a student who has graced our stages before, and for some reason, he always gets cast in roles that makes the audience want to cry. So for Best Supporting Actor and for the performer that always brings a tear to the audience's eye, it goes to Mr. Cormac Ward. Great job, Cormac. All right, so my second hashtag twinning award of the night. There are no actual twins in this performance, but two ladies did such a wonderful job at auditions that I had to take one of the biggest roles in this show and split it into two. And it doesn't hurt that they look pretty similar standing next to one another on stage. So my hashtag twinning award for the middle school show goes to Kate Holson and Olive Mira. Great job. Come on up, Olive and Kate. Great job, ladies. All right, my final two awards are kind of silly. One is going to a student who I don't think is with us in person. Hopefully you're watching the live stream. This was his first time being on stage in a Chaminade production, and he had to play a grumpy old man, and I have to say, he killed it. So the Best Grumpy Old Man award goes to Mr. Andrew Robson. Great job, Andrew. All right, and my last award for this show goes to a student who has been involved in Chaminade Productions before, and she is just a great leader, a wonderful role model. She played a mom on stage, but she was kind of like the show mom backstage too. So the Best Stage Mom award goes to Miss Jane Nordman. Come on up, Jane, great job. Thank you all so much again, all of you that were involved in the middle school show. You know, the title is a little silly. When I first read it, I even kind of, tossed it to the side of my script pile, but it really was a wonderful, heartwarming story, and you guys did such a great job bringing it to life, so congratulations.